Throughout history, people have always needed ways to protect their valuables, from the simple locks of the 19th century to the more modern security systems. Yet, even when thieves knew every trick in the book, there were household hiding spots they routinely overlooked. Understanding these spaces isn't just about security, it's a window into the practical ingenuity of past generations. Let's dive straight into the spots that burglars rarely checked, and how you can apply these historical strategies today. Behind and beneath the floorboards remained a secret vault. Floorboards were a trusted hiding place long before safes became common. People in the early 20th century often lifted a single plank or section of flooring to conceal coins, documents, or even small weapons. Burglars rarely disturbed floors because prying them up was noisy and time-consuming. Today, this technique can be adapted by using removable floor panels or even cleverly constructed trapdoors beneath carpets or rugs. Valuable documents, cash, or emergency survival tools can be hidden here, secured in airtight containers to prevent moisture damage. For a practical application, consider lining a small recessed compartment under a floorboard in an unused closet. It becomes virtually invisible and unlikely to draw attention. Inside old furniture cavities never attracted thieves. Antique or sturdy furniture often contains spaces that are difficult to access without specific knowledge. People in the 1930s and 1940s, for instance, hollowed out the legs of chairs, couches, or dressers to store valuables. Modern equivalents include false bottoms in drawers or hidden panels in cabinets. Applying this knowledge today, you could store small but essential items such as backup keys, memory drives, or emergency cash inside a hollowed section of a seldom-used armoire. The key is using furniture that looks unremarkable, making the storage space invisible to anyone casually searching. Inside unused household appliances rarely raise suspicion. Old radios, ovens, and even refrigerators served as unconventional hiding spots. During periods when appliances were expensive and cumbersome, people used them to conceal valuables because they appeared ordinary and unappealing to thieves. A practical modern adaptation would be using old, non-functional appliances as storage for emergency items or survival gear. A defunct fridge in a basement can store a sealed container of emergency rations or water purification supplies, while a broken radio case can hide documents or small tools. The principle is hiding items in plain sight without arousing curiosity. Within wall cavities remained an untouched vault. Wall cavities, especially behind heating units, behind paneling, or inside false walls, were classic hiding places. In the past, homeowners often built small recesses behind radiators or in crawl spaces specifically for money or important papers. Today, you can create similar spaces in attics or behind removable wall panels. Even a shallow cavity behind a picture frame or behind baseboards can provide secure storage. This technique is especially useful for historical reenactors or survivalists who need secure, concealed access to tools, maps, or supplies. Under staircases held secrets that burglars ignored. Staircases have long offered unique storage opportunities. The triangular spaces under stairs were perfect for keeping items out of plain view, from family heirlooms to emergency tools. Today, hidden drawers within stair treads or the space beneath a landing can hold survival gear or documents. If you're outfitting a home for preparedness, this is a low-profile method to conceal essential equipment. It's effective because it blends naturally into the structure of the house and is rarely suspected during a typical search. Inside hollow books remained a quiet hiding spot. The hollow book technique is timeless. People have carved out the interiors of thick volumes to store money, keys, or small jewelry. Even modern collectors or survivalists can use this method to conceal items in plain sight on a bookshelf. Selecting volumes that appear ordinary or outdated ensures the hiding place remains unnoticed. The practical advantage is immediate access while maintaining discretion. Items stored this way can be retrieved quickly without arousing suspicion. In plain containers disguised as everyday items avoided attention. One of the cleverest strategies historically was disguising valuables in ordinary household items. Tea tins, canned goods, or jars often contained coins, jewelry, or important documents. Thieves typically ignored food containers or personal items because they seemed mundane. In a modern survival context, this can be applied to stash emergency cash, fire-starting tools, or first aid items inside containers labeled as flour, sugar, or cleaning supplies. It's an effective way to hide resources without investing in expensive safes or alarm systems. Within garden features rarely drew burglars inside. Outdoor storage was another overlooked tactic. People frequently buried valuables in garden beds, hid items under stones, or concealed small caches within hollowed tree stumps. Today, you can use waterproof, corrosion-resistant containers buried discreetly in gardens or hidden inside outdoor landscaping features. For survivalists, this provides a way to store backup supplies, seed stock, or water purification tablets outside the main living area. It's a historically proven method that combines practicality with stealth, reinforcing history with modern applications. The underlying lesson from these historical hiding strategies is that effective concealment relies on creativity and observation. Burglars focused on the obvious: drawers, safes, and jewelry boxes. Items stored in overlooked spaces remained safe because they were unexpected. By understanding these historical patterns, modern homeowners, reenactors, and survival enthusiasts can apply the same logic to protect essentials or emergency gear. This knowledge bridges practical survival skills with historical insight, making it invaluable for anyone serious about preparedness. Incorporating these methods today doesn't require extravagant measures. Just attention to detail and the willingness to think like a past generation. Using floorboards, wall cavities, furniture, or disguised containers can provide reliable storage that stands the test of time, keeping your essentials secure without drawing attention. If you found this guide useful, make sure to subscribe to Battlefield of Survival for more practical historical insights, and share it with fellow history buffs and survivalists who want to learn the secrets your grandparents knew. These methods aren't just stories, they're strategies you can apply today to protect what matters most.